everybody!
Hello!
And welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, 2nd of Advent, 2019. And we have a little treat for you in the shape of cakes. Today we are going to be baking, which is something I'm not very good at.
I'm not good either, so I'm pulling out my crocheting.
Yeah, but you're here to help me in case I screw up in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to be doing, because today is December the 8th, in a few days on December 13 in Scandinavia, mainly in Sweden, but also Norway, Denmark, Swedish-speaking parts of Finland. I'm not sure about the other parts of Finland, but anyway, we do celebrate Lucia, Santa Lucia, which is bizarrely enough for countries that are Lutheran Protestant. We celebrate an Italian saint.
Yeah.
And that's the way it is. I suppose in Scandinavia, celebrating her is an excuse to turn on the candles. So
probably.
Not only do we have the Advent candles, but we also have some cute little candles over there. The tradition of Lucia is actually to serve cakes and coffee and tea in the morning. Lucia, usually there's one Lucia. Nowadays, I think people want to be politically correct, so everybody gets to be Lucia, all the kids. They have candles in their hair or in their head. They have like a wreath with candles, and they carry cakes and they sing Lucia songs.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice, actually. I remember my first memories of Lucia were back when I was, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 or 6. I grew up in South America, but my dad is Swedish, and we did grow. I did spend 1 or 2 winters in Stockholm at the time, and I went to daycare, and I remember my first Lucia there.
I hardly remember any Lucia. Maybe they did in school when I was a kid. I don't remember.
Well, nowadays they do in Norway, in kindergarten.
Yeah.
I remember I couldn't. I wasn't. They didn't. In those days, they weren't very politically correct, so I wasn't allowed to have candles.
It was always
in
the
my head.
blonde
It was
girl.
always the blonde girl, and the boys, they got to carry a little wand with a little star on it. The little star boys, they were called.
Luckily, the times are changing.
Luckily, times are changing. Yeah. So anyway, today we are gonna make the Lucia cakes.
Because we all eat the Lucia cake.
Yes, and in Swedish they're called Lussekatter, and in Norwegian they are called Lussekatter,
maybe?
Or lusseboller.
Lusseboller, I don't know.
So Lussekatter translates to Lucia.
You know,
cats.
this is cooking. I don't know. I just eat.
Yeah.
So.
But anyway, Arne, Lussekatter translates to Lucia cats. What a cat has to do with a martyr saint that got her eyes poked out, I'm not really sure. But the cake is actually, these little cakes or buns, they're buns actually. They are shaped like an S.
Yeah, and I will help him do the...
You will help me with that.
The shaping.
And then you put a raisin on each of the curves where the S's are, and that's supposedly the face of the cat.
Which you pick away from your Lussekatter because you don't like
I hate raisins.
But you have to put them on because that's what you do.
Yeah.
But when you eat them, you take them away.
That's what I do. Anyway, let's start the baking. And a few things now. I have a little lifeline in the shape of my mother's recipe on my iPhone, just in case, because I don't feel very secure with baking. We'll see how this goes. Let's start with the ingredients.
Then I can crochet while you do the thing.
Yeah.
And maybe take some selfies in the background or something.
But now we're going to do the ingredients. Okay, and we are going metric today because in Norway and, well, all of Europe except maybe the UK, we are in the metric system. I really don't know what this is in the American system, and because I don't live in America, I don't actually need to know. And there are conversion charts on Google that you could consult in case you want to do this. But we have 150 grams of butter that I am going to melt. So I'm going to start that now because we need to get this process done fairly quickly. So that's the butter. Then we have here 5 deciliters of milk, so half a liter of milk. We have 150 grams of sugar. We have 13 deciliters of flour, 50 grams of yeast. Then we have half a teaspoon of salt. I like pink Himalayan salt. 2 teaspoons of cardamom. And about 1 gram of saffron. You could use turmeric. I'm sure people are going to ask, how about turmeric? You could use that to make the dough yellow, but turmeric doesn't give the taste that saffron does. So you do need to have saffron for this.
What is turmeric?
Turmeric is a spice.
Okay.
And it makes things yellow. It's a root.
Okay.
It's used a lot in Indian cuisine, Arne. A lot of people might want to replace this with turmeric, and if you want to do that, make sure that you still add a little bit of saffron just for the taste. So if you're going to do, say that this is a gram of saffron, if you're going to do some turmeric as well, put a teaspoon of that and then take away a little bit of the saffron. But make sure to have this for taste, because this is really what makes these buns delicious. Okay. So I have now melted the butter. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my milk. I'm going to pour the butter into the milk like this. And I'm going to take my delicious saffron. I'm going to put that in nicely. There we go. Stir that in. And now I have a nice yellow milk, saffron and butter mixture. Okay, so that is part 1. I'm just going to leave that to rest for a little while, a minute, while I do this. Taking my yeast. I'm going to crumble that into my food processor that I don't use very often because I don't bake that much. But anyway, there's always a first time to bringing this food processor out, I suppose. So yeah, my yeast is crumbled, my milk with butter and saffron is here. I'll pour just a little bit, and I'm just gonna stir this in so that the yeast starts to dissolve in the liquid. And then I'll just get the rest of my milk and butter in. So Arne, can you do the cleaning?
Okay.
I mean, in this part, I promise you, in the next part, when you do your part, I'm gonna do the cleaning, okay?
Yeah, good.
Okay, so yeast is now mixed with the liquids. Now we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients to make the dough. So,
Carlos, I'm doing the cleaning.
okay, good boy. We've got our 13 deciliters of flour. They go in.
Well, that was hard work.
We've got our salt, our cardamom, and our sugar. We've got a couple of ingredients on the table that I haven't discussed yet. This is for the next part of the process, so we'll get to the egg and the raisins later on. So, the ingredients are now inside my food processor, and now this is going to be sorry. Okay, yeah, I don't use this very often, apparently. So how do you get this? Oh yeah. Okay, here we go.
Be careful with your fingers.
It's going to be very exciting. Ah. There's supposed to be a lid here. It's okay. Let's see what this looks like. This looks pretty nice. I'm gonna do it a little bit more. I read somewhere you're not supposed to do it too much because then the dough will be overworked. We don't want to overwork our dough. So let's see if I open this up. But to me this looks kind of right. It's a yellow dough. So let's come here, Arne. Let's agree that this is what it's supposed to look like, right? What do you say?
It looks like
a yellow dough.
A yellow dough, yellow something.
Yeah, I think this is done. So here we've got our yellow dough with saffron. And now we need to leave this to rest for half an hour, 40 minutes, with a nice little cloth. I have one of my Japanese kitchen towels that we get when we're in Japan. Japanese people love gifting these to us and we love receiving them. They're all so nice, these fabrics. So we're gonna put our cloth, and I've heard or I've read somewhere that you're supposed to put this in the corner. So let's put this in the corner. And I guess the reason is because it's supposed to be a place where there's not so much things going on, and we've got a door there, so I guess this is the right corner for that.
Crocheting should be done in the corner.
And you're doing crochet in your corner over there. Okay, Arne. So this is pretty much it for part one. We're gonna go and wrap some gifts, or make some gifts. I guess you're making gifts. I'll make a gift too.
I'm still working on your gift.
Yeah, and then we'll be back. We'll be back in 30 to 40 minutes to do part two. And this time Arne has a big participation in part two. So I can't wait to see you work that dough. This has been resting for a while. I said originally half hour, but we forgot all about it. So it's been kind of resting for an hour now. It's going to be very exciting to see what it looks like. So. In the meantime, we also have heated up our oven. Our oven is now at 250 degrees Celsius. Again, I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit, so you're going to have to figure that out using a conversion chart. We will be posting the pattern or the recipe on our blog so that you can get it, and it's free of charge, and you can get the recipe and figure out the conversion yourself. So anyway, Arne,
should we reveal
what the dough looks like now? I hope it's big. Oh yes, thankfully.
Looks nice.
It's kind of about twice or even 3 times its size. So now you come in and you do very valuable work. So what we're going to do now, we're going to put a little flour on the counter, on our granite counter here. We're going to put the dough on the granite counter, and Arne is going to work it a little bit.
I'm not working it much.
Just a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Then we're going to roll out slices of that, and we're going to shape the Lussekatter, the Lucia cats. And I love it when Arne can help me with that, because he has great eye measurement abilities. So he can eyeball this and make it perfect.
It's nice to do this on camera. I'm not good at it, but...
You're great at it.
But you can take this away.
Okay, so we're going to move the advance candles here.
I like the design on the... What's it called? Mur in English? Flavor?
Oh, sorry, you like the what?
This.
Oh, the design of the flower package. Yeah, it's very sweet.
It's so nice. You have beautiful flower packaging in Norway.
So while Arne does that, we're also going to line a sheet of baking paper onto our pan so that we start putting them here. And the other thing that I need to do is to crack open an egg, because we're going to be painting the little Lucia buns with some eggs. So I'm going to do that. And
look, is this the right way?
Well, any way you like.
Just a little bit.
Well, you know this better than me.
I'm not working it much because I'm afraid of making it like...
Overworked.
Like a rock.
Yeah.
I think I don't work it more than this. I just split it now.
Well, whatever you like. You may be hearing Freya. She is a little bit annoyed of something outside. It's reindeer season. Sorry, it's not reindeer. It's moose.
Moose
season. We have a lot of moose around, and even when I say the word moose, she goes crazy. So.
You know, I'm lucky. I went to arts and crafts school, and I did like pottery with clay and stuff. I know how to handle the thing.
Oh, good. And in the meantime, Freya is screaming and yelling at all the moose out in the garden. So
this should supposed to be like same size.
Well, I guess the recipe says that this is going to make about 20 buns.
So you need 20 buns.
But if you make them a little bit smaller, maybe you could even get 24.
Yeah.
Freya. Oh. We've had an unusual amount of moose in our area here the past year. In February, I woke up one morning and pulled open the blinds, and there were 3 moose in our garden. So, yeah, it drives her crazy. It's understandable.
Now I have 8.
Oh, wow, you're very...
Now I'm doing 16.
Wow, you do this so
I think
cleverly.
They're kind of big.
Well, I mean, you want to have a nice big bun, don't you?
Not too big. Nice big bun.
I don't know. Okay, now I feel like you were last year when you weren't doing anything and you were just in the picture. Maybe I should crochet a scarf or something.
Actually, I don't have time for this because I'm crocheting your Christmas gift. I started earlier this year. I'm still working on it, and now there's like 4 weeks. No, it's less. 3 weeks. How many weeks is it for Christmas? 2.
We're in December 8th, so 2 weeks.
2
right?
weeks, and I have to finish your scarf. This is 16.
16, yeah, but it's supposed to make 20.
I feel like making like half of this again.
No, are you really sure?
I want to make them smaller.
So we're gonna have like 30.
Let me try. See what happens.
That's too small.
No. See? And they will like be so big when they're finished.
Okay, well,
this is a
you're
nice
the boss.
one.
You're the boss.
This is the size you get.
So my mom's recipe says it makes 20, but apparently Arne's is insisting they're gonna make 32. So yeah.
So this is the S shape.
Yeah, maybe we'll put these a little bit closer to me, so that I can start preparing them.
I'm really proud of myself because I'm really careful with the flour, mjöl, flour. Because I think it's nice when it's not too much.
But remember, you need to press these in like that.
I think you should do it.
And then the finishing touch is you pencil the egg on top of the buns, like this.
So you should pencil the top of your bun? Okay.
Yep. So just pencil the egg. And then this ridiculous thing that you have to do, which I don't understand because I hate raisins, you're supposed to stick 2 raisins into the bun like this, like eyes. So that's the cat's eyes. And I'm going to do that now, but when I eat them, I'm going to take the raisins out, obviously.
Because I think I just make those S shape.
And then
And then you press them.
I'll finish them off here.
Because you're the raisin person.
No, I'm not. I hate raisins.
There's like orange dots in the dough.
That's the saffron?
So it's not something I did?
No. What would that be?
It's like something I found on the bench.
No. It's exactly the way it's supposed to be. This is so stupid to put raisins in something.
You know, this could be my next career. In my next life.
Baker?
I will be a chef.
So let's talk about when you burnt the kitchen. Oh, we've done that already.
We've done that already. Can I do other letters?
No, they need to be...
Can I do like the X and the O? Or R?
These are really small.
Oh, wait! You will, when they get out from the oven, they're huge. I think this is nicer. I'm not making dinner.
Okay.
I'm making cookies for later.
So I have to say, we've been doing well so far. The process where the dough is supposed to rise went very well. Sometimes when I tried baking something, I put the dough to make it rise and let it be for an hour, and then when I went to see it, it actually had shrunk. So the complete opposite of what it was supposed to be. I don't know what I did wrong, but this time it's going well, actually. I mean,
have space for more.
there's still room for problems though when we put it in the oven, because maybe the oven is not collaborating with us or something. Wow. So how many do we have on the tray now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
15.
So 15 is enough maybe for this first try. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, now comes the exciting part. We're gonna take our buns, we're gonna put them in the oven, 5 to 8 minutes. So it's a quick bake because the oven is at very high temperature. Now the buns are a little bit smaller than what they're supposed to be, so we're gonna have to really keep an eye on these after like 5 minutes to make sure that they don't burn. And let's see. Pop them in the oven. And I'm gonna put my timer to 5 minutes. I'm gonna put it at 8 minutes and then I'll check in 5 minutes. There we go. Oh.
I made a new Lussekatter. Just put the raisins like donk 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 donk.
And you could do your name too.
I could do my name too. Should we do this?
Nerjordet.
Yeah.
You can do that over here.
This is more fun.
You see, now we're getting now he's getting creative, and we're creating a new amazing cake.
Why do everything has to be like in the recipe?
Yeah. So you get one traditional batch, and then there's Arne
One
Carlos.
special. I'm impressed
Good job.
by the way I worked.
I'm very impressed, and the good thing about those is we don't need to have the raisins in them if we don't.
No,
want
we
to.
need. It has to be a little bit traditional.
Okay.
There's no Lucia without raisins.
Huh? Are you gonna have a bun as well? Are you gonna have a Lussekatter? They're not good for you.
Look.
Ah, you forgot the org.
Oh.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
The hole is.
No.
It has to be longer, slimmer. This is like playing with food.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
No.
That's like a ballerina. That one looks like it has to go to the toilet or something.
Oh my God. Arne.
You made a cookie that looks like it has to pee.
Where do you get these ideas?
You just make pictures.
I can see that. I can actually see that.
Oh my God, I have to go to the bathroom. Don't make me laugh. I'm going to pee my pants. Woof.
Oh, look at down here what's happening. Yum. Oh.
Am I good or what? These are, I think these are big also.
We've got buns in the oven.
No, we haven't. That's not possible.
We have 15 buns in the oven, Arne. What do you mean that's not possible? There's 15 buns in the oven.
That's like a cat. Or no.
A cat?
Yeah, 15 buns in the oven. Not maybe cats. No, cats can't have that many.
What? Oh,
You know what a bun in the oven means?
Yeah.
You're pregnant.
No, it's...
We got some buns in the oven.
But we do.
Oh, Merry Christmas! I think I should go back to crocheting because this is really not my thing.
But hey, I mean, you do it so well.
I know.
So shall we bake the Arne Carlos?
I can spell. Yeah, why not? It looks like a Lussekatter.
But I think that... let me see.
I'm finished. Am I finished?
No. No, you're not. So let's put them...
Oh, finished.
No, it's the top here.
I think they're big. Maybe we put them too close to each other. Give them more space because they're growing.
Oh, it doesn't fit.
But they need more space.
So the buns are finished. They look nice and golden and just the way they are supposed. They've grown a little bit in the oven, which is great. We're gonna take these out. Look at these. They look amazing, actually.
They're still nice size.
Yeah. And let me see. Yeah. Basically, the recipe says that they are supposed to cool down a little bit, and it's nice if they get some air. So I put them on this griddle. And Arne, if you help me by pulling the sheet of paper with the Arne Carlos buns onto here.
This is Christmas.
Yep. So we're going to be baking these for another 8 to 10 minutes, which is what apparently we need because I said 5 to 8 minutes. We put them on at 5 minutes. They weren't ready at 8 minutes. They weren't as golden as I wanted them. Now they are. And, oh, sorry. We forgot something.
The egg.
We need to put the egg first. You see, not a good baker.
You're good. You just had too much to think about.
And it smells delicious. It smells of freshly baked buns. There we go, 10 minutes. And the smells of fresh baked goods
Yes.
are really good.
Should I take a walk with this just to give them some fresh air, or?
No, it's okay. We're gonna put them on the basket. We're gonna have our Lucia coffee. Nobody brought me. Nobody came into the bedroom this morning with candles in their hair, in their head, to serve breakfast. So we're just gonna do it here in the kitchen. A funny anecdote, which I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm Swedish, obviously. Lucia is celebrated on December 13th, which is in a few days. And the Nobel Prize, which is awarded, the Peace Prize is in Oslo. Medicine, chemistry, literature, economics, and so on is in Stockholm. The Nobel Day is December 10th, so it's a few days before Lucia. Usually the Nobel laureates, they come to Sweden, respectively Norway, and spend a week. And they're usually here through Lucia. And I heard a story about a laureate, a rather old gentleman, back in the 70s. The Nobel Committee wanted to surprise him with a little Lucia, a little Lucia thing in the morning, but they didn't tell him. And you know, he woke up at Grand Hotel where the song of voices, singing voices, beautiful female voices, sounded like angel. And then he saw these girls coming in with these baskets of buns and candles in their hair and the white robes, and the man had a shock. We don't know what happened, but
he thought he died.
Maybe he thought he died and had gone to heaven.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so nothing happened in my bedroom this morning. I didn't wake up with any singing or anything. So while these bake, we'll put these in this basket and we'll sit down and have a little Lucia coffee and see how many of these buns we can eat before our stomach turns. And we get a tummy ache. There's not going to be any dinner tonight, I suppose, because we're going to be eating these. There we go. Would you like a bun?
Oh yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. We have to taste these and we have to tell you what they taste like. So I'm going to get myself a small one. I'm going to get this one. And I'm going to be doing what I always do.
You can give them to me.
You want my raisins? Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
And let's see, let's just open this up. Ooh, nice and soft.
Nice.
Mmm.
You know, when you don't add too much of the flour.
A perfect Lucia bun. I didn't know we were this good of bakers.
What should you do without me?
I don't know.
I have no clue. I'm going to finish your Christmas gift.
Absolutely delicious. We'll be having a few of these by the time the evening is over. Remember, we're posting the recipe on our blog. All you need to do is go there and get it. It's free. And enjoy baking Lussekatter.
They're really good. You can have these every weekend.
I don't know. I think, you know, the good things, you should keep them to once a year. So we'll have them today. They're probably not going to be good tomorrow. Fresh baked goods are always best on the day they're baked. However, if you want to freeze them, I'm sure it's possible. A lot of people do, and then they reheat them. So enjoy your baking. Next week we are going to be doing a few vegetable side dishes for Christmas dinner, which I'm sure you're going to enjoy seeing. And remember that we post videos every single week, and if you're not part of the Arne Carlos family, please remember to subscribe, and please give us a big thumbs up if you enjoy these buns, or if you enjoy us doing them. And remember that the best way to stay connected with us is by subscribing to our mailing list, which you will find at arnecarlos.com. Go into the website, you'll see the opt-in box, which you can use to pop in your email address and to download the recipe as well, which is also arnecarlos.com blog. So see you next week for more food, and until then, relax and enjoy. Bye.
It's good.